Wizzie Wizzie brew, do the Wizzie 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 stew. Wizzie Wizzie Wizzie, Wizzie Wizzie Wizzie, Wizzie 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 Wizzie. Wizzie Wizzie brew, Wizzie Wizzie stew. Wizzie, Wizzie 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 brew.
We're at the Wizzie Wizzie Computer Coding Club, and we meet every Saturday at the Washell School in Shoreditch.
And kids come here to learn how to code, which is to understand how computers work and how to design your own programs to either make a game or other types of animations that they can send and share with their friends.
We look after children from ages 8 to 13 and they come here with no experience of programming or very little.
The earlier the better. So obviously if they start young, then they'll be more familiar with the work.
Knowing the basics of coding, which is what they learn here, is very important to understand basics of how all the technology you have today works.
And we started from here, the North Library in Islington, and each week we probably teach about between 15 and 20 students here. We also started in the West Library in Islington, and we have about 10 students there as well, and then obviously the Rochelle School as well.
We started them with Scratch, which is a very kid-friendly program. We also extended the class since then to teach Python and Ruby, Kids Ruby, to the children.
In the trade of programming, there's right now a big debate about the lack of the diversity. It is a trade mainly made up by white males, and that's something that if we want to fix, we have to start fixing from the very start.
I think for them it's about exposing them early to the joys of programming, and it won't work for everyone.
Yeah, some kids might find this sort of thing boring, but then a lot of them find it interesting once they've got their heads around it.
I see them look at the games that they play at home, and I watch how they analyse what they think went into the game.
But some people hopefully will be inspired and get a lot of enjoyment, and it might end up with their future life being framed around all this stuff, as has mine and a lot of my friends.
Many of them seem to have a really promising future as programmers.
Seeing what some of the children can achieve is actually quite impressive. Quiz games, dress-up games, adventure games, soap operas.
A realisation that they do have the potential within themselves to create a lot of the things that they're fond of playing.
No, you do this and I do that. No.
And we encourage them to talk to each other as well, to help each other, so it's not just, oh, look at the adults helping. It's very much a collaborative thing. And now we're about to do the show and tell, where we project on a big screen what everyone's achieved over the last hour and a half. And there's also just seeing how joyful it is for them to not just play games, but to write them.
We do this because we have a passion for writing code.
It's educational and fun. It's just great to be around.
It takes a lot of energy, but I tell you what, it's interesting to see the kids tackle the problems.
I would encourage parents to bring their children, but I'd also encourage parents to participate.
Wizzie Wizzie Wizzie, Wizzie Wizzie Wizzie.
We're a charity, so we're not profit. So far, we bootstrap these entirely from our own pockets. We've got no grants from anybody.
We could do with a lot more help, financial help, donations, laptops, more time, more professionals.
I think it'd be good to have more volunteers, it'd be good to have more equipment.
Sometimes there are more kids on laptops.
We will never have enough laptops.
Our ambition really in the medium term is to have a Wizzie Wizzie Computer Coding Club in every borough.